Download the AllStar app. Make your picks for UFC fights, challenge your friends, level up and win prizes. Link in description. Get it now.
The Joker and like Batman scenario.
What do you That's how I always view it.
What do you think of like is Colby Covington over? Is like the fight?
Nah, because he can always make every fight interesting just by the way he talks.
So he's at that level now.
I mean,
like everyone, where he's just draw, like he can.
I just think like when you're the person when everyone hates, everyone's paying to see you lose. So that's how he's making his money now, and whether he wins or he loses, it doesn't matter. He only cares about the check. So, I mean, we've heard the stories that he used to be humble. Mm-hmm. He changed to start selling fights. It makes sense.
I've been watching the last fight and his couple last fight. Like, he really good, like wrestler. But if he start fight someone that actually can strike and take down, like Leon Edwards, like. The fight's not really excited, but if you really see Leon just jab, low kick, chain guard, low kick, and like Covington just do nothing, just some left hand, and then like not even try to like wrestle because he afraid to get like click with some punch. But when he go to ground game, he actually really high level wrestling. But I feel like if for the UFC right now, many people like their striking develop. Like Islam Makhachev, when he fight Volkanovski, he not just like wrestler anymore. You see, he actually do like Muay Thai low kick too high. That's how he like get Volkanovski, because he kick leg, then he start high kick. If people don't watch his fight before, they will think he is a striker, because how he warm up, he show elbow, he show knee. So like, I think Covington is like good collector, but I think
you don't rate him.
Not rate. Like he good collector and then like good wrestler, but I think he not like the champ level.
Well, he doesn't have to be. Like you said,
he's the Joker.
He's the Joker. So like every fight, he's at that level now where he can fight That's why he already has his next fight.
Exactly.
Like he already talking about, I want to fight Wonder Boy. Exactly. He already knows like I have to go against the nicest guy.
Exactly.
So I could talk shit and create some kind of and Wonder Boy said stuff about Covington, so it works out. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So they could go back and forth.
So he's keeping the bag coming,
and he has a pretty good contract most likely. So even if he fights Wonder Boy, he's probably making pretty good money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you just continue with it. And exactly. I liked the video where he was like when they were squaring off, and he's all like, "You thought it was a character, huh?" Like that's what he said. I was like, okay, I like that. I like if you're gonna go for it, go for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Fully, and that's why I respect Covington.
Truly believe in it. That's why it's like when you see someone being playing a certain character and he believes in it, that's when it's exciting.
He's the Joker. He's the guy that killed himself. What's his name?
I forget.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger, He's the Heath Ledger of MMA.
Exactly. Even he lose the fight.
Yeah. The biggest Joker for me is McGregor, but then number 2 is Covington. Because I kind of think McGregor started all this hype show, you know.
Well,
that's how I feel.
There was Sonnen before that.
I feel he took
Sonnen.
Yeah, I don't know, but I feel he took it to that next level where he got fans around the world actually interested in fighting. You know, like Thailand, when McGregor fought Mayweather, it was live on Thai TV. Like they would never have shown any guy in Thailand. McGregor with Mayweather, the whole country was awake. My home in Cyprus too, every bar was open, you know. So I do feel he impacted the sport a lot with the trash talking and whatever way you could see. And like, you could always take good from what he's done. There's always bad, but like, I feel he did impact the sport a lot.
Jay, you enjoy that? You enjoy like the trash talk?
Yeah, it depends when you take it too far though.
There is too far.
Yeah, like what Covington said to Edwards.
Okay.
That was a bit.
You thought it was too far about his dad and all that stuff?
But then you just make it personal. Like if someone talks shit to me about family, like there's no me forgiving you after the fight. Like I'll smash you in the cage, I'll smash you out the cage, I'll smash you whenever I see you. You know what I mean?
It's like Masvidal.
Yeah, like I wouldn't, like when you cross the line, then we can't. yeah, people say it's a sport, but like when someone crosses the line, it's a fight, you know, and it gets personal.
You know, I've been juggling this, you know, like looking at Covington and what he's doing, and then what he's saying, and then dissecting it deeper into like who he's talking about. And I was looking at it like this, okay? Devil's advocate.
Okay.
Covington talks about his dad, right, who has passed away, but his dad was a criminal as well. So like Covington said that like his dad was a criminal. His dad hurt a bunch of people. You know what I mean? Like he kind of justified it that way, and I guess you could kind of say like, okay, that makes sense. I'm just playing devil's advocate,
yeah,
right? You know, to justify the trash talk, because everybody's talking about. There's many people in the past that have talked about someone's wife,
yes,
their kids, you know, all of that stuff. It's nothing new. You know what I mean? I don't know if people forgot about all of that. Like other fighters talking about other people's families and stuff like that. It has happened before. Maybe people forgot. I don't know. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like with trash talk, I don't know. I don't know if there's a limit.
I mean, it all depends on the guy. If he wants to trash talk and cross the line, then like deal with the consequences, you know, like whatever you do, there's consequences. There's no right or wrong. He chose to do it, but like deal with the consequences, because like Leon, whatever his dad done is still his father, you know, it's his blood.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like family is everything. So sometimes it doesn't matter, you know, he crossed the line, enemy forever, you know.
And the thing about it is, in this sport, it's not like you're playing basketball or tennis, like, you know, like you actually going to go in there and fight. So you could actually do something about it, which is the beauty. That's
why I love this job.
Yeah. This is the beauty. Like if someone's talking to you, like you can settle that.
The reason I love this job the most is because you don't have to speak or you don't have to act in a certain way. You just have to fight. And like when you're fighting, it's like the most realistic thing. And like it brings you to a certain point where like you have to be real. You can't just like go in a fight and not, I don't know, there's no acting. It's like, I can't explain it. You got to be yourself in there. You know, it's a fight. He's coming to kill you and you want to kill him too. So it's just a different feeling.
You can talk shit how much ever you want. If you're still beating people, like they're going to get mad, but they cannot do nothing about it. If you're still beating them, like you're still the champ, you talk shit, you beat the guy again, you're still the champ. So like, if you like can beat people, you can say whatever you want.
The most I think talking shit is like when you talk shit, believe the shit you're talking and actually do something about it. Don't just talk to just talk. Like talk so you back it up, you know. I hate people who talk but they don't back up. Talk, back it up, and respect.
That's another thing is like Covington, he talked all that shit and look in there and perform like that.
That's why he's like a dummy.
Like, yeah, it's just like, yo, you didn't even. And then also on top of that, Covington wasn't fighting very good. And I was like, Leon, he needs to go in there and finish this kid.
Yeah.
I don't understand the whole like, winning the fight is
important. Like I love Izzy. I'll always be team Izzy, but like Sean Strickland, when the last round, the last 30 seconds, like you could feel just as a spectator that, wow, this guy really wants to be world champion. You know, it's like the last 40 seconds of the round and his hands are down against the arguably the best striker on the planet in the UFC now. Like that's hard, you know. It's not easy to do.
No, it's not.
But Covington, after he lose the fight, he still talk shit. You see the post fight, he said, "I thought I win this the most easiest fight I ever been through. Like I thought I win the fight too."
Yeah, but that's just America, though. You know, like America is just like flipping and flopping, and like crazy people on one side and crazy people on the other side, and you know what I mean. Like Covington's kind of like an example of that. Like, he just overblows everything and reacts crazy to everything. You know what I mean? That's what it is. And man, it's weird. It's weird. That character is weird, but entertaining when it comes around.
For me, it's cringe. Like the way he dresses with Trump. Like I don't get all that shit.
Yeah, that is cringe.
It's like how does your brain even think?
He's a Joker.
Exactly. That's why I called him the Joker.
Yeah, he's a Joker.
Imagine getting a suit made with Trump. Like you gotta be dumb, bro.
Shay, like with the young kids, the kids like teenagers that train, right? Like Covington and all that, like McGregor and all that shit. Does that impact the kids? Like, oh, I want to be this way, or because I'm pretty sure you guys talk about it.
Everyone in Ireland wants to be like McGregor. Like, I have everyone from Ireland. I used to like go down to a few gyms in Ireland. I used to compete there like all the time. I still do. And every single person on their Instagram wants to be like McGregor. they all have the same stance, same style, same everything. They all try and like imitate McGregor in every way. Like they'll try and mouth off to like other opponents and then get battered or something. Like they're just all like want to be McGregor. They don't want to be like any other fighter. Like McGregor's, there's loads of gyms like McGregor's now. McGregor's owns a gym or trains in a gym called SBG Nas or something, I think. And it's got like a big cage and stuff. And one of the guys said to Max Lally, his little brother, said that he wants to fight me. But I've already offered to fight him and stuff. And he said no. Like he's just one of them who'll speak behind the cameras and then won't say nothing or won't try and fight me. He's just like everyone, like they'll all try and give it a bit of that and just the stance, the style, and then but the level in Ireland's good. But it's either really good or like there's no really in between with Ireland. It's like that with most places.
What about in the UK though? Like who does all the like the kids?
I feel the UK is high level everything.
But like who do they want to be like? You know, do they want to be like McGregor? Do they want to be like the loudmouth? Because there's got to be loudmouth kids as well as like martial artist type kids, you know?
Yeah, of course there is. There's a few in my gym, but like some of them can back it up. There's one who's like Sean O'Malley. Okay. There's like all little. Yeah. He's got the mouth and stuff. Like always beefing the interviews and like always gives it the like big mouth. But he's backed it up so far. He's undefeated. Won his last fight. Spinning back kicked him. Spinning hook kicked him. Knocked him out. Stopped most of his fights with like stuff. He's good. He gives it a lot of mouth. That's really it. There's a few others, but it always gets heated. But it's both of them. It's never really one of them.
Are you guys like watching each other and like are you guys talking shit back and forth in like the DMs and all that? Like is that happening between the fighters?
I've had that once, like myself, or a few times. But like one of the guys was like doing photo chops with me, like with my head in his hands, like all crazy stuff, and then me dad got involved and his dad got involved, and the fella said he was gonna phone the police on me dad and stuff. And then I seen him IMAF in Abu Dhabi, and I just looked at him and he said nothing to me. And then another one from Checha, he got all of his mates to send me messages saying he's gonna kill me and all this, and then didn't even tell me he was pulling out. And then I seen him the other week in Germany. And I went over to him and he said nothing to me. He went, oh, hello, bro. And he shook my hand and then he got beat by some absolute, like the worst kid I've ever seen in jiu-jitsu. And he just walked off and didn't even get his podium or nothing. Like, there's just some people out there who like, will give it all of it in different countries and stuff like that. Message you. Like, he actually offered to fight me. I didn't say like, do you want to fight or nothing? Like, through promotions, and like, he just pulled out and didn't even tell us. It's like crazy. That's the only two really I've had.
That's a trip, right? It's like already like at that age, it's impacting.
Yeah, well, especially with him. Like I always talk about it with him because he's 14, you know, and he can physically beat an adult, you know, and he's at that level where, you know, there's always. I always believe like there's always like people who you think are gonna be like champs growing up, but and then you see like fighters who are like they're really young and they're already beating adults, and you could see the maturity in them, like they're gonna make it, like they're gonna reach someplace, and that's what he has. So people, of course, are gonna be like calling him out and stuff. I was the same. I turned Muay Thai pro when I think I was 13 or 14, and it was kind of like that. I was fighting adults, so there was like everyone wanted to fight me to prove that I was like the weaker guy and just stuff like that. So just kind of the come up, you know. I think when people are actually wanting to fight you, you're a threat. They're noticing you, so it's all good, you know.
I think like when you like one of the best and you're young, like you're 14 and you're one of the best, some adult like some older that cannot handle the truth, they'll be like, this 14 can beat me or something, and they just
never get a fight. Like, never.
and then they just start talk shit, because even like you want the best, if they talk shit and make you like what they call give them attention, they're gonna be like happy already, those type of people.
But you know, and for me it's like I see it completely different, because I've been in Thailand for so long and I've seen like kids this age in Muay Thai 14, you know, they're basically fighting adults, and so I'm kind of used to that. And I've sparred when I was younger, I sparred multiple guys younger than me who would whoop my ass, you know, and it's just part of growth, you know. It's just everyone has their own journey and you got to appreciate everyone's magic, you know. It's like that's how I see it. But just that's why other people, they can't really grow, their ego hurts them and then they collapse. Or if you want to be a fighter, you got to like humble yourself too and like just learn, you know. I could learn so much from him. I could teach him, he could teach me, and we could, like everyone can learn, you know. So it depends on the person. Like some people, they rise, and they collapse because their ego crushes them.